What up, YouTube? This is the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel where I plan on showing you how to build a 1984 Chevy C10 truck that just burns rubber, ain't meant to be fast, and only meant to be fun for you. And in this episode, we're back at it again. We're working on the truck. I would really love to just sit on the couch and do nothing and act like a bum, but that doesn't get me anywhere. I got a really big goal for the end of the summer, and I guess if I'm gonna fulfill it, then I gotta do daily uploads again. So y'all are gonna see everything. Everything. It doesn't take a lot of like energy for me to turn them tighter.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. This is recording already?
Yeah, how'd they get loose so quick?
I heard that they when the engine heats up and cools down a couple times, that'll happen.
So this should be the final seating?
Yeah.
Tighten them down this time?
Yeah, it should be. I'm not really expecting much, honestly.
You got to turn the flywheel to get to the others?
No, this is the oil pan I'm tightening.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll mess with the flex plate later. It doesn't feel like the flex plate needs any help. Oil pan definitely feels like it needs help. Just give it a nice little snug all the way down the line. This kind of sucks a little bit more than I remember. Getting under here.
Yeah.
Cause I got like a header at my neck.
Yeah. Oh well.
Got a header for a neck pillow.
Ain't meant to be comfortable. It's just meant to be fun.
You love putting other things in that phrase. Thank God for this eye protection, cause y'all, a second ago off camera, I had a rock chip in my eye. It was something serious. Alright, yeah, they feel loose. They definitely feel loose. The only thing is I'm gonna need a shorter extension. I'm gonna need like the halfway extension that we had before.
Alright, I can keep looking and we gotta go off camera.
Okay, or you can just take it with you and vlog the experience.
Oh no, nobody needs to see that chaos.
Sadly, I can only get the ones at the back. They do seem a little loose, so I guess that's good, because if they were tight and it was still leaking, then there would be, there would be some issues. Gotta do the front, and yeah, gotta do the front, and then I guess we'll crank it up and see. I didn't notice anything under the hood that could make a sound, so I'm thinking it might just be the torque converter bolts, and I think I might go and try to tighten. I might try to tighten those while I'm down there. Alright, time to lay in the oil. I bet my back is soaked. Is it brown?
No, surprisingly.
That. What is it?
Oh, it's just your shoulder. It's not your it's not your whole back, it's just your shoulder.
Oh no, you look great. Oh, you know one thing I hate?
What's that?
When you leave the tool sitting on the ground and you grab it again and it's on fire.
Yeah. You would
Summer
think
problems.
It's not that hot yet, but I guess it is.
Well, I mean, no, I don't feel it really now.
Oh.
But I kind of got a flashback to.
You know it's coming.
I know it's coming, Kevin Dean.
Where are the washers coming from?
Those are the washers that I told you were sitting.
Oh, in the little trough?
Yeah. Well, no, like on top of it. Like on top right here where my hand is.
Yeah.
You see where the back of my hand is?
Uh-huh.
They were sitting right in there.
They just fell there and that's where they stayed.
And they stayed there for like the last 300 miles.
Wow.
It's because this truck is so dialed and smooth,
And it's coated with such excellent glue.
Well, so is the van, so.
Shots fired.
The only job I really hate about a small block Chevy is definitely the starter, because that's annoying, and the oil pan. Only two annoying things about a small block Chevy. Everything else is just painless and straightforward. Those two daggone things, they could keep. I hope this makes this leak slow down, because all these bolts were pretty loose.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. Make it slow down.
Ooh, that's some oil on my face. I can see my reflection in the oil pan because there's so much oil on it.
Really?
Yep.
That ain't good.
I think we might just have to take it on a run and see if it'll make that sound. Oh yeah, and I want to retorque the torque converter bolts and tighten up the transmission bolts. Hey y'all, like the video. If you want to see the tire smoke, like the video, because it'll help me get there a whole lot faster. Hopefully this makes the trans leak go away. One leak I can forget about. It'd be nice to only have to pay attention to one leak at a time. Luckily the temperature is good out here and it doesn't...
It's perfect.
Last week it was 23 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last week this time, exactly, right?
Right, but now it's not too hot, not too cold. Super perfect.
But still, we're not moving to California, y'all. Because we can't do anything out there.
California, we ain't coming.
I'm telling you that we would get right to the border and they would be like, no.
Turn it around.
Nope, turn it around.
Point it back to Georgia.
Point it back to daggone Georgia or whatever. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here.
Get up out of here.
Alright, transmission done. Now moving on to the torque converter bolts, which may or may not be the same size as the bolts I'm already working on. That would be convenient. Did the torque converter bolts. Those are good now. I did the transmission bolts for the pan for the transmission. As you already saw, I did the oil pan bolts. So actually now, I think what I'm going to do is actually start it up and we'll go for a ride and we'll see if the problems are still there. You know what, let's go ahead, give it a little cold start and see how it's sounding. There you go. Don't sound half bad. Oh my goodness, I love this truck. Oh my god. That never gets old, bruh. Like, it never gets old. For as long as I live, I will always have a Gen 1 in this truck. Or I will always have a truck with a Gen 1 in it. Unless it's a cool and everything. But come on, you can't deny that. You can't deny that. Come on now. But I think tomorrow, guys, along with for tomorrow's video, we might even take the spark plugs out of it and make sure there's no water getting in the cylinders. Just something to do, something to check. I thought about doing a compression test, but that means I gotta buy the tester thing, and I don't have any money. So I do want to check the spark plugs and see how they're looking, just to see, you know, what we're working with in terms of how the engine is. Check the vitals, 355. That's probably what I'll call it. Y'all, don't you know? I'm trying to figure out why it's leaking right here, but look at how loose this is. I'm trying to tighten it without touching anything, but look at how loose this is.
Wow.
I think it's vibrating loose. Honestly.
But there is a level of tight you can put on that thing where it won't vibrate loose anymore.
Because it wasn't leaking when we first put these new valve covers on, the new,
right,
you know, hard style valve covers. It wasn't leaking.
We didn't tighten them down good enough.
But I think we tightened them down good for that moment when we were testing it. And then after a while, they vibrated loose.
You don't want to have to keep tightening stuff down every time after you run it for 100 miles. That ain't everything. It's cracked.
Just have to daggone wait until this cools down.
Cracked up to be either.
You know what? Let me just put a glove on and get all up in there.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. Because I want to take the truck for a ride on this vlog. So, yeah, I'm gonna just get some gloves and get all in there and burn myself up, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, that's the problem. They vibrate. Because, Dad, we had them tight. Like, I tightened these. I was the one. And they were tight. And they weren't leaking. And then after a while, when I started driving on it, they got loose. They vibrated loose. That has to be the only thing.
I just caution you about your leg. Whatever you might get comfortable leaning on it. Might not be hot right away, but after you lean on it for a while.
What's that smell?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. They vibrated loose.
You got the Ford one too? You got the forward one?
Yeah, I did.
Hey. Goodness, you're physically fit.
Am I?
You appear to be.
I think this is the problem. You want to see the problem, Mom?
Yeah, let me see what the problem is.
It's the. I think these are vibrating loose, and then it started to come out of there.
So that's just tighten them up.
That's why all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm losing a lot of oil.
A lot of oil fast,
yeah. Because I think it's just because it comes out of there, and you can see right here it's black. It's been spilling onto the header that much while I drive.
Okay.
And it burns and smells. That's kind of why I was like, oh, let me put a fire extinguisher in here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you was just being smart.
No, I just smell it sometimes. I smell it and I see it come out like the hood a little bit, and I was like, you know what? Let me just put a daggone fire extinguisher in here. Yeah. I didn't even tell the vlog that I got a fire extinguisher now. I feel legit.
It's in there?
It's in the. I'll get it out in a second.
It's in the house.
It's in the house.
No, it's in. It's not in the house.
Ready for a kitchen fire.
Where is it?
When they catch on fire, I gotta run home first.
Right.
It's behind the seat.
Okay.
For everybody, for announcement for the family.
Okay.
I guess the only person who would actually drive it is Dad, but yeah, it's behind the.
It's gonna be a couple years from now.
Yes, and that's a maybe.
Yeah, right.
You gonna drive it, Dad?
Oh, well, all right then. I got 4,000 witnesses.
Yeah, 4,072 now.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta get back in there again.
Well, I'm going in.
Okay. I appreciate you for.
You bring home any goodies?
Interested.
No. Food.
Do we have to go get some food?
Cake, cookies, brownies.
You want us to go get some food, Ma?
Yeah.
All right, that gives us something to do in the truck then.
Well, there you
Yeah,
have
go to Popeyes or something.
500% better.
Yeah, that should be good.
It's a good thing it showed itself like it did on the cardboard, because it was pouring
Yeah, I think it goes right down into
the trough, and then the trough runs up. I want to clean
the
that.
moat.
Yeah, I want to clean that moat out. Let me hold this for a minute. I'm just gonna paper towel clean it. Nothing fancy.
Sure you want me to do that?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gloved up. Okay.
Might find some tools while you're in there.
I think I found something.
A washer, that's what it is.
Found gold.
Gold. Wow, it's 500% better already, so. But that's a sure way to gauge if you got a new fluid loss, because it definitely pools.
Right there.
Pools and stays right there.
That's what came up.
Wow.
So. Alright, let's ride. Oh yeah, for those of you who are wondering where my fire extinguisher is.
Oh, it is in there, okay.
Right there.
Good, that's the best place.
So if I'm at the car meet and it blow up and I'm not around and the door is open, y'all can reach for this. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. If it goes up, let it go, y'all.
Save yourself.
Save yourself. Let it go. Well, I haven't drove this thing in a while.
You still remember how?
Let's see. All right, so I haven't been able to hear that weird sound anymore. So I guess if I do, then I'll try to capture it on camera, but I don't hear it anymore. I think it was that transmission line, because I was messing with it, and they have a little bit of flex in them. So I think I might have moved it enough out of the way to where it won't make that noise anymore, if that makes any sense. Because I'm not hearing it anymore now, at all. And we got oil pressure, we got heat, we're rolling. We're rolling. So I think I heard the sound, so let me see if I can do it again. I know y'all heard that. It doesn't feel like anything. It feels like something in the cabin almost. I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but it sounds like it's something in the cabin, like right here. These brakes suck. They're terrible. I need to do something about that too. Okay, brakes coming soon. Brake upgrades need to go on this truck. At least before my mom drives it. That's all I care about. You heard that?
I think I hear something, but I don't know what it is. It would not be. It's real fast.
Listen to it on the straightaway. See?
And valve shouldn't be doing it. It sounds like a
valves, I feel like valves will be more internal and up front. Because I used to listen to a lifter tick every morning, back when the engine was stock.
Yeah. So you say this noise is coming from?
I feel like it's something right up in front of me almost. I guess we'll see how when we get there. Because I think I did the best I can do with showing you guys, you know, what I hear. So, yeah, I guess I will just see how when we get there. Alright, y'all. So, I'm thinking it might just be an exhaust leak. Because I remember having to tighten a bolt that was actually on this side. And it sounds like it's coming from right here. So I remember having to tighten a bolt that was at the very end of the header, like the far end, like closest to the driver end of the header. And I'm thinking maybe some other bolts came loose, and that's what that sound is. But if I find it weird that an exhaust leak will only show itself while the vehicle is in drive and while the vehicle is in motion. Because like I said, it makes no noise until it's in drive or when it's actually in gear. Like, don't you think an exhaust leak would constantly be going regardless if it's in gear or not? Or does being under load really make a leak show itself more? I don't know. Comment below, let me know, y'all. And yeah, let me know, and then I guess we'll see what we can do about it tomorrow. I think I do want to clean the engine tomorrow also, but we'll see. Alright guys, so we're back at the house now, and I just want to show you guys how it doesn't do it when it's in park. It won't do it. This truck is crazy, man. This thing just does what it wants to do. But I'm not really sure what that issue is yet. But like I said, I think it's an exhaust leak. I tightened the torque converter bolts. I don't think I filmed exactly me doing it, but I tightened them earlier. They were all tight. There was only one that needed a little extra, but nothing crazy. I guess we'll go ahead and get under the hood now, and we'll take a look, one last look under the hood before I close up shop for tonight, and then open up shop for tomorrow and try to figure out what that problem is. And hopefully maybe with the inside of this video, then we can all figure it out. The oil leak isn't as strong anymore because we tightened down the valve covers. Yes, they're completely dry now. They used to be like drenched all down the side, but not anymore. So I guess that's good. We need to figure out a way to get those to stop backing themselves off though, because it's crazy. I noticed how it started to leak more than usual, and I didn't really know what to make of it, but I guess that was a big reason why. I think that there is a loose bolt back here. I can't see it initially right off the bat, but I think there's a loose bolt back here somewhere, and that's what the issue is, because I hear it ticking right over here, and I don't see anything that any spinning object could possibly hit. That's the thing. Like, what could the fan isn't hitting anything. I thought it was maybe hitting the power steering line. It's not hitting anything, not over here anyway, and definitely not over there. It's not hitting anything. So we'll cut that out. And so it must be an exhaust thing over here. An exhaust leak. These bolts have been giving me issues before. They're hard to reach, so I'm thinking maybe one of them is backed off. The one in the back was actually, wait a minute, my daggone dipstick is out. Oh, it's because I didn't put it back in like an idiot. That's why. That was from before when I was tightening the valve covers, so that's not anything. I thought maybe something happened that made it come off, but no. But yeah, I don't see anything visually from looking down here, y'all, so I'm just gonna assume that it is an exhaust thing, and we'll just have to address that tomorrow, and we'll have to see what we can do about it. But, I mean, good day's work though. Learned a lot, figured out a lot. I think that's all I got for y'all in this episode. Tomorrow, I guess after the comments that I see on this video, we'll see what we can do for that whole, for the exhaust thing. I mean, tell me if you guys think that's really the case, though. I'll really love to see your insight, because, like I said, it won't do it when it's in park and when it's out of gear, but it will do it in drive. Would the load of being in drive, would the load of moving down the street, of the engine having to push the vehicle down the street, would that make the exhaust leak more obvious? I don't think it would. I feel like revs are revs either way. So like, why isn't it doing it, you know, in both cases? But I don't know. Y'all will tell me. Y'all let me know. But just like that, y'all, I think this one's pretty much over, and I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, make sure you leave a like on this video. We're back at it. It's nice to finally work on the truck again after some weeks of not doing anything to it at all. So back to working on my hunk of junk. But just like that, y'all, I think this one's pretty much over, and I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.